The Houston Rockets are in Minnesota tonight, and the Timberwolves are back from a 2-game road trip. We got some interesting comments from Jamal Murray after the Denver Nuggets lost their first home game coming off a road trip. We're going to go over that, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available right now at wagertalk.com. Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and for the holidays, we have a 7-day all-access package, all sports, only $69 at wagertalk.com. This is available for any handicapper of your choice, including myself, the number one NBA handicapper in 2024. I'm up 80 units with all my NBA plays since January 1st, and I'm number one with player props in the NBA since I joined the company in 2021. We cashed in another 4-star player prop with Sabonis of the Kings over points and rebounds last night by a half a point, but it still counts all the same. The money spends the same. As always, there's no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. The only thing I ask from you is that you take the time to smash that like button, and that will allow me to keep putting out these videos. Let's get into it. Minnesota, a 3.5-point favorite. Total sits at 220. And it's been a bit of a disappointing season for Minnesota. They were the best defensive team in the NBA last year. Still top 10, but not as elite defensively as they were last season. Just 8-8 on the season. Haven't really got it going. They are a favorite here in the first game back from a road trip. And we all know that that can be a tricky spot for a home favorite. And that was on display last night when the Nuggets lost. And the post-game comments from Jamal Murray, very interesting. I will read you his quote. "It's a long season. Guys have lives outside of basketball. We just beat LA. We got guys who live in LA, so I stayed in LA. I don't think the focus was there from everybody, and that's what happens when there's not enough focus." Man, Jamal Murray telling what you're not supposed to hear. I can't believe those comments from Jamal Murray. I can't imagine Scottie Pippen saying that. Jordan would have smacked him silly if he said something like that. But that is the truth. That's why we try to avoid teams in their first game back from a road trip in some situations. And these players in this era, they don't give a damn. On a night-to-night basis, they've got lives outside of basketball. I guess they're not getting paid enough, perhaps. Anyways, I don't have a life outside of handicapping sports. I got to give you winners or you're going to hate me. And if I tell you that I stayed in LA and partied with my friends and didn't do any research and gave you losers, you'd probably stop listening to me. So let's get back on track and give you some winners. I don't like Minnesota as the favorite here. Houston's been the better team so far this season. Houston comes in as winners of 7 of their last 9, including 2 of 3 on the road during that span. They're sitting in first place in their division. They're 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 overall. And Houston is the number 3 ranked team defensively as far as opponent scoring average in the NBA. We've seen some low-scoring games recently between these teams. I think the total of 220, I think they can go under that number. I'm looking at Houston as the underdog. I'm looking at taking the under, and I'm looking at fading Anthony Edwards under 37.5 points, rebounds, assists. 37.5 is right around what he averages on the season, but he is facing the number 3 ranked defense. And in his last 3 games against Houston, he's averaging 33.4 points, rebounds, assists. You know, I don't love any of these 3 picks, but these are my leans for this game anyways. Good luck tonight, guys. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, you hit me up in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.